Thank you for providing a very realistic Indian perspective. Now, I think before I open the floor for questions, I will give 2 minutes to Jeff because so many things have been referred to US. He's the only person to respond. Last time I was accused this totally lopsided discussion because of 1 American against 6 Indians. So I must really give you 3 minutes, Jeff, to touch upon whatever aspect you want to.
Okay. Well, first of all, an awful lot of issues have been raised here, and it's impossible to address various dimensions here. I will say, as a mere practicing diplomat, not a theoretician or a journalist, the views expressed by Mr. Jaishankar and Professor Mahapatra and Ambassador Singh sort of accord more with my understanding of reality than I think some of the things said. I think what Ambassador Singh said here at the end is that, well, of course, it's a given in the world that India is pursuing its interests as it understands them, and we pursue our own as they do, and that there are many areas of convergence. That's what's happening now, and it's nothing more than that. I think sometimes, one thing you're never going to hear inside the U.S. government, I think, or at least in discussions that I've been involved with, is the notion of a strategic embrace. We understand that India, for its own reasons, pursues the relationship with the United States in the form that it does. And nobody is under any illusions that there's going to be any kind of grand alliance. We don't even think that way, actually. And this connects with some of the comments about weapons sales and things like that. I mean, it is true that most of the equipment has been non-lethal. That's India's decision. There is discussion about India setting up joint production of the F-16 fighter. India will decide whether or not it wants to do that. There was a discussion inside of our government about that too. There are a lot of basic things in a relationship that they have nothing to do with sort of grand things. They actually are quite ordinary things. Lomo is a good example. It's merely a logistics agreement. We have this agreement with dozens of other countries. It simply provides for regularized logistical support. If you're going to have exercises with navies, you have to fuel those navies. You have to have simplified ways of paying the bills and getting the fuel. That's all that Lomo addresses. It's nothing more than that. And I think sometimes too big a deal here is made out of that. I guess some of the initial criticisms that were raised are kind of hard to answer. In the long view, there's nothing new. I mean, countries essentially, I feel that there's a remarkable consistency in American foreign policy because of our geostrategic position in the world, our historical experience, and I think that's probably true of India too, as it is with most countries. If we were all seeing and all wise, both our countries would be a lot more powerful and rich than we are. But that's not the way the world works. We tend to make the best decisions we can in the circumstances we're in. Certainly in the circumstances of the 1980s, in the middle of the Cold War, the United States took actions that we felt served our interests. Other choices could have been made. I'm not sure they would have changed basic development or spread of nuclear weapons. I think that's been an issue that the world has been grappling with since they were developed. I think those are the main points I would make.